Yes, good morning. I welcome you to Bystanders at the Newsstand this morning, 10th April 2024. It's still the holiday season, and we want to say Ramadan Mubarak, Baraka Mubarak, Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers from all over the world. We say this season will bring goodness, happiness, love, and unity to us all. And also, we do not forget our Christian brothers too. We say this is a season of unity. This is a season of love. This is a season that we must understand ourselves more than ever. So it's a season that we should appreciate ourselves. Yes, my name is Kolade Folari Kadesh Prince. I want to use this opportunity to thank all our reviewers who've always been great supporters of this program every day. We say we thank you, we love you. On behalf of those our viewers from across the globe who every day send one message or the other, and they say we should always thank our reviewers for making them feel at home, for making them hear information, for making them always know what is happening back home. So to all our reviewers, from those in diaspora, they say thank you to all of you. This morning, I'll quickly go to the first newspaper. It's impeachment. The major headline there this morning says, impeachment will still recognize you as deputy governor. APC assures Shaibu. Says your impeachment a sham, disgrace to Obaseki, aberration to democracy. Party chair assures him you won't walk alone. And under that is a picture story where our president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was at the Eid prayer in Lagos yesterday. And another headline that says APC shifts screening date of Ondo Guba aspirants. 2 passengers fall into lagoon in Lagos accident. That's the first newspaper this morning. I'll quickly rush to the New Telegraph because I know a lot of our reviewers are waiting to contribute one way or the other. So the New Telegraph newspapers this morning says, Band A, federal government sanction discos supplying less than, it says, federal government will sanction discos supplying less than 20-hour power. That's according to the Minister of Power this morning. Yes, that's for the New Telegraph this morning. And the picture story in the New Telegraph this morning is still the same Eid that the President of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, attended yesterday. I'll quickly go to the Punch newspapers this morning. Idil Fitri, defend Nigeria, support leaders. Tinubu, Buhari urge citizens. They say, let's protect Nigeria's integrity. Tinubu appeals to Nigerians. Support for leaders, a vote for better tomorrow. That's according to the former president, PMB, former president Muhammadu Buhari. That's in the Punch newspapers this morning. Fresh borrowings may push Nigeria debt to 11 trillion. That's in the Punch newspaper this morning. I'll quickly go to some sub-headlines underneath the newspaper this morning. NAFDAC orders recall of toxic cough syrup. That's in the Punch newspapers this morning. Ondo Amotekun nabs 14 suspected kidnappers, 31 others. That'll be all for the Punch newspapers this morning. So I'll quickly go to the Daily Trust. Daily Trust says CBN sack 50 more staff. 117 gone in 20 days. Staff accused management of illegality, double standard. External vendors affected. CBN sack 50 more staff. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Vanguard newspaper says tariff hike, 24-hour supply for Band A customers under threat. It's under threat. That's according to the Vanguard newspapers this morning, which means this 20-hour supply for Band A customers, it's not being feasible. Yes, that's the only one we'll take in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. The Matrix newspaper this morning says Black Wednesday, tragedies overshadow Eid al-Fitr celebration. Lagos monarch, ex-Kogi governor's son, Junior Pope, die as Nigerians celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Yes, that was the news yesterday. But as of this morning, Junior Pope has been confirmed by the medical doctors that he's still alive and is responding to treatment. Yes, Junior Pope is still alive, but the others are not alive. NEMA loses hope of finding 2 passengers who fell off bus into Lagos Lagoon alive. Pandemonium as NSCDC officers allegedly shoot women at Eid ground in Zamfara. Yes, that will be all for the newspaper that we will take this morning. So my first reviewer this morning. Okay. Let's have 2 for this morning.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I want people to see your face. That's why I'm bringing you to my side, so that people won't see your profile and they will be wondering who is this fine boy that does not show his face directly. Northern Elders yesterday, Mr. Felix Osage, I want to welcome you all to this program, and Mr. David, I welcome you to this program this morning. I'll give you time to express yourselves. Northern Elders yesterday say they regret supporting Tinubu to be president of Nigeria. What's your take on that, Mr. Felix?
Well, they shouldn't regret it, because one, they have taken that power to be their birthright, which is not supposed to be so. After the 8 years of Jagaban, Tinubu, power should go to the southeast. Power should go to the southeast. Why I say power should go to the southeast? So that there will be development, because when it goes to the north, they will take us backward. They will take us backward. I know. The Jagaban I know. He's a politician. He knows how to do his politicking. He's going to win the second. With the vote of the north or not, he's going to win it.
Why do you say he's going to win the vote of the north? Either with their support, he's going to win the vote either with the support of the north or not.
He knows how to play the game.
Okay, Mr. David, what's your take on that?
Good morning to our viewers and everyone across the globe. One thing I'll say, I'll take it back to the issue of when Ken Saro-Wiwa, after the Civil War, Ken Saro-Wiwa went to greet Ojukwu. He said, "Good morning." And Ojukwu replied him, he said, "Good evening." Now, so I'm saying this to the Northern Elders Forum. Good evening. Good evening, because see, they did that out of their own selfish interest. Now, one thing that has characterized Nigerian politics is the tribal sentiments. It is for my tribe, irrespective of that person is not competent, even if that person is a foolish person, you will say, because it's from your tribe, you still support him. Now, what made the Northern Elders supported Tinubu? Because they said he also helped Buhari to come into power. Imagine stupidity, because someone helped a particular person to come in power. So you felt you should pay him back by also supporting him. Now that you've supported him now, what is the benefit? So Nigerians, they are even lamenting most. Now, they said the Salah, if you read the communique, they said this Salah is Salah of what hunger. They said they are very hungry. So now, my take is, let them continue to support stupidity. Nigerians, we also suffer it. Yes. Now, who is not suffering it? Now, when they supported him, I did not beg them or force them to do. Now that they've come out to the now seat now, they will, don't be surprised, sir. 2027, they will still support him again.
So, yes.
Forget all these Northern people. They are all propagandists. They will still get money. Tinubu will still go there, give them some bag of money. They will still come out and then support him. Now, their own brother, Atiku, contest. Why did they support him? They saw credibility. How this candidate were. Why didn't they support the other candidate? Sir, one thing I want to say here is that Northern Elders Forum should not tell Nigerians they are sorry.
The Northerner.
They should not, no, they beg Nigerians too. You don't have to beg me because I did not vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So see, people like us have already projected into the future. Those men coming to complain now, 2027 will still go to the ballot, vote for Tinubu again. 2031 they will still come again say we regret. How long would they continue to regret? So next election, put Peter Obi, give them option to choose between Peter Obi and then Tinubu. They will still choose Tinubu. So coming out to regret to me is just you have men of 60 years old. They said a fool at 50 is a fool forever. I mean, some of them are above 50. They're like 60, 70 years. Still place Tinubu and then Peter Obi again. Give them option. They will still choose. They will still shoot shit again. Shoot shit out of things. So I think to me that is left for them. Even if only one kill them, make only kill them die.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. David. Mr. Felix Osage. A lot of people have looked at it that if somebody wants to rule Nigeria, if he does not have the support of the North, he may not get anywhere.
It's not in all cases.
Why do you say it's not in all the cases we have seen? Even Jonathan had to do a lot of things to make sure that he got the support of the North to be able to win election that time in 2011.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Like in the case of Atiku. Atiku is from the North. The late MK Abiola was a Yoruba man that the election was annulled. Majority, listen to me, sir, the majority of the people, if the South, the Southwest, the Southeast join hands together and he just gets some portion in the North, the person will win. They said 2/3. If you get 2/3 and of all votes in all the regions, the 6 political regions, you are good to go. You are good to go. And I want to say this, with all sincerity. The Northerners have gone backward because they are being ruled by blind people. The emirs are not telling them the truth. They are not telling them the way forward. They are not giving them the right information. And those people that have the right information, they are taking their children outside the country, getting them educated. And I want to say this, by the special grace of God, I'm still agitating that in 2027 or 2031, let the power not go to the North. Let it shift to the Southeast.
In 2027?
Or 2027. You know why? Because they have taken that presidency as their birthright.
Okay, do you not think with all these things that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing, do you not think that a second term will still favor him? I'm still coming to you, sir.
It will favor him. The reason why it will favor him is that we now, for now, when he came into power, he brought in some policies, some other things. I was one of those that castigated his government. But now, we now see that the dollars are coming down. Other things is putting other things in place. But we ourselves are the problem of Nigeria. The goods and services that went up are not coming down. These things still remain static. They are giving an equation that is not tenable. I want to say emphatically that we are the problem of ourselves.
Okay.
Sir, thank you, Mr. Lucky. I bet
let people at home say
I bet to differ with that statement that Nigerians are the problem of themselves. Now, he said when Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into power, he said there have been some drastic measures put in place. Now, what are the drastic measures? Do you know Bola Ahmed Tinubu is depleting our reserve to fight the dollar? For the as of yesterday, our reserve is going down every day. External reserve. Is that the measures? For a government that want to bring in forex, sorry, that want to bring down forex, you are depleting our reserves. And now this along the line, in the next future, it will also affect incoming governments when there's no reserve. You know what? You know the implication of when there's no reserve in the World Bank. You know what it means into our economy. Now, it might seem very good policy, but see, at the long run, it will have negative effects in our in our economy. Currency, our currency might even be worse very soon, because if there is because that is the only war chest now you have for you to fight back any if there is any pandemic, or if there is a major occurrence. Now you keep on depleting the reserve just because you want naira to dollar to be stable. I don't think also that is not a good mechanism. Even to a layman, that is not a good mechanism. We also saw it last month or last 3 months. He went to Egypt to borrow 1.2 billion US dollars for him to pump into forex. What happened? It pays for just 2 weeks, but after 2 weeks, dollar had to skyrocket again. But now, don't, sir, any day dollar eventually picks up, Nigerian government go use caterpillar pursue am. Then they go see and catch.
Okay, talking about this Cardoso, CBN sacks 50 more staffs out of 117 that are gone in 20 days. Why do you think they are sacking? Because this staff they are sacking mostly are senior staff. Is it because they have issues with Tinubu, or they have issues with one thing or the other? Why do you think this is the time to sack people in CBN?
Well, first and foremost, sacking people in CBN should not be our concern now. Some of them have been there for almost like 20, 30 years.
But they have to work till they retire.
No, hold on, sir. Why I'm saying this is that they said the former CBN governor, which I didn't really support, we are aiding some corruption. They were aiding and abetting. There was this special investigation that came out that most for Nigerian CBN to actually get back to their professionalism, that a lot of people have to go. A lot of head has to roll. At this point, I see CBN is trying to do reconstruction, how will I put it? Restructuring. And at the long run, we are going to watch whether it will pay or it will not pay. And I wouldn't want us to criticize their restructuring. This is a new man. He has come on the board. He knows what is on the ground, and the policy on ground. Maybe those people that are going do not really buy to his idea. For you to make a headway, you need people that have the like mind. Like you have a policy, you have a goal, you have a aim, a vision. You need a like man that can drive that goal. But when you don't have such people, it will do what? It will slow down your growth. That's my own humble take, sir.
So what's your take on that, sir?
So I think the sacking of the CBN staff, to me, should not be the subject matter. What Nigeria needs is results. If you want to move, ever since the president moved some departments in the CBN to Lagos, that is not my own business. My own business is that now, for you to have sacked them, what has transpired between these individuals and the institution? Listen best known to them. But what Nigeria needs is can also give us results.
Do you not look at it in this area that maybe these people are being sacked are the ones hindering results?
Which people hindering results? That means if people are hindering results, that means you as the CBN governor does not know what he wants. No, see, let's not forget, everybody keeps pointing finger at Emefiele. It's the cost of this dollar now. Now, Mr. Kadesh, let's not forget now. Scarcity of naira is looming. Banks now is Emefiele still the CBN governor?
But he started it.
That is no excuse. That is no excuse. You are the CBN governor. Come in and correct the errors. That is why you are. That is why you are being what appointed there. It's like Tinubu coming out. Tinubu has always been. Look at his message yesterday at the Factory. He's telling us at the numbers. Give me time. Give you time on what grounds? Before you took up this job, you know what is on ground before. I don't need to give you time. You know what is on ground. You said you are coming to correct wrongs. You said Nigerians should not pity you because it is what you asked for. Now stop telling us. See, for good 8 years, Buhari was telling us, I assure you, I assure you, I assure you, I assure you. No, nothing, no good assurance. Now Tinubu is has not come, but all what he has been saying, I will. By May now, it will Tinubu will celebrate 1 year in office. The only thing Nigerians are now enjoying, and then that will still backfire along the wrong road, is see this dollar depreciation.
Okay, thank you very much. On a final note, in one line, please. Uh, when dollar is going down, especially Nigerians who are into wholesale, when they have bought it in exorbitant prices, do you expect them to reduce the price almost immediately? Just 1 minute, please.
Yes, they should. You know why I say they should?
But they bought it exorbitant prices.
Hello, sir. With the situation of Nigeria, a lot of them don't buy it in they don't buy it in bulk because the price can skyrocket. But when you look at this, the reverse, when they bought it at a lower price and the price goes high, in business, you said that you make a loss or you make a profit. And I want to say this, that where there is law, you understand, they should follow the law. They were crying that it was dollar that made everything went up, and dollar has come down.
Thank you very much. What's
Now,
your take on that? In 1 minute, please.
There should be a price control from the government, and then also you don't expect prices of commodities to just drop in a day. Even what financial experts have come to analyze it, that see, you don't expect, see, it will take gradual process. You don't expect, because dollar is now 1,000 naira, so prices of commodity will just drop down that way. It doesn't work that way. It will take gradual process.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. Thank you very much, Mr. David. Yes, Mr. Chinedu. A lot of the audiences have been asking that where have you been?
Okay.
Now,
sorry for that little absence.
Now you're here.
Because of the condition of Nigeria.
Now,
man has to put body and soul together like this, my brother.
Yes, let's look at the impeachment in Edo State. APC is saying we still recognize you as Edo Deputy Governor. APC assures Shaibu, says your impeachment is a sham, disgrace to Obaseki, aberration to democracy. What is APC's in this business?
No, they want to cash in, of course. You know that Philip Shaibu is a big man politically, and they want to see how they can, bring him in at the end of the day. They might leverage on that impeachment issue, try to build their own political base. I think that's what they are trying to achieve, You look at it very well. But at the end of the day, I think there was a process that we had followed legally before that impeachment was made, But the fact is this, a lot of people are disappointed, including me. We saw this thing coming years before now, and we are trying to advise Philip Shaibu, having enjoyed so many spices of the office, right from the time he was deputy governor to Osumole, House of Rep, came back again, things like that. That constituency, of course, the same constituency with Osumole, at least this is the same problem we are having in Nigeria, when Nigerians sound the way Philip Shaibu is sounding. That means it's likely we're not going to have any Igbo president, any Southeasterner as president at the end of the day, because it keep on going to one particular zone. And this same Shaibu, we are there when the Southern governor took a decision that this thing after Buhari was come to the South. I think it was part of that. It's just a kind of equity and justice. But unfortunately, he allows weakest influence, and utterances to cover his level of reasoning and understanding. And of course, when we saw it coming, we started shouting, Shaibu, no, this is not the best way to go about it. Do it this way. To the extent that the governor has to lock him outside the office You know, he still went to INEC and declared himself winner of that. So yes, yeah, I think to an extent he was desperate. And secondly, Philip Shaibu has lost a lot of consciousness. This is not the Shaibu that we used to know back then, you know, a man who is very articulate, you know, a man who has a lot of things, you know, to offer, you know, who say and mean it. Your constituency has produced a lot of, let this move to another person. You said no. And you forget that Obaseki in Edo State is a dynasty.
As at this moment.
Not even at this moment. You go and look at the background of where Obaseki came from. I said it before. Obaseki made a lot of people will not agree. But when you get to Edo State, you discover what happened in Abuja. That Obaseki you are seeing single-handedly picked Osomole and financed that. Obaseki Nosa, the late Captain Nosa,
yes.
these are the people
that
these are the people that financed that Osomole's election at that time. Now somebody has been governor once from that axis. Let this thing move to another place. Of course, I know personally, Shaibu has his own as a human being. You have to be ambitious, you know. But we cannot be playing this Nigerian factor always, you know, amidst reasoning and justice.
Okay, now looking at what Shaibu is fighting for. It's not constitutional. What happened to Shaibu now, he's still relevant.
See, my brother, as it stands now, you know, if you look at the numbers of deputy governors that has been picked in Nigeria,
he's the 17th.
His name is already there. so it's a big dent, you know. But like George said, we know that it's not constitutional, but at least reasoning demands that sometimes you let some certain things go. You know, and the entire Edo State against him. The entire house, State House of Assembly, is against him. Because, you know, after several consultations and plea for you to jettison this ambition and let this thing go this way, you refused. Fortunately, a Labour Party House of Rep,
former Labour Party candidate,
you know, of course he won. He was in the house, State House, you know, was picked as the deputy governor, and that is where it is. But if APC felt that, you know, to an extent, Shaibu has not finished politically, it's okay. But how they are going to, you know, make that thing work for against PDP in Edo State, then that will be something everybody will determine, everybody will be waiting to be unfolded.
Okay. Now looking at the way it is, what do you think? Do you think? Do you not think Shaibu, with what's happening, wants to play a spoiler game?
See, bros, let me tell you. Do you know why they are saying that already? The deputy governor has a certain level of influence in Labour Party in Edo State.
Yeah.
Of course, the Edo State is being believed to have started the obedient movement. You know, and Peter Obi won in Edo State as a Labour Party candidate. So, Labour Party is on ground, and anything that is APC is not tolerated in Edo State.
But you can still tolerate a PDP, even as obedience.
The current governor now.
Obedience still tolerate the PDP.
No. Let me tell you, it's not about it's when you want to play things according to the principle of democracy, principles of justice, principles of fundamental rights of people. You know, carrying people along, feeling the people's impulse, knowing what the people's want, doing the needful without fear or favor. Then you are not going to take that away from Obaseki. And Obaseki is the governor, PDP governor in Edo State. And the truth is that, you know, Edo voted for Labour Party. And you can see the connection of these two political parties in that state. It's the people's choice. It's the people's will. And you're not going to take that away from them.
Okay, now let's look at Amechi Nwachukwu's comment here. He says, former Deputy Governor Shuaibu played bad politics. He should have resigned and joined another political party and test his popularity.
Well, that's a very good, advice or view in that regard. Yes, but I think even when he saw that the whole thing is working against him, when Obaseki started showing him some level of,
Showing him the way out.
Oh yes, completely. I think he was not properly advised. Or he didn't have good political advisor that would have said, okay, at this point in time, you are gone. Let's look for another way. You know that the same Shaibu went and openly Obaseki refused. Because, see, bros, he's a Labour Party. He did not see that coming, but he was depending on the influence. Let me tell you why this guy he played a very bad politics, according to one of your viewers there. Do you know why? He was believing that at the end of the day, the wicked factor will come in. And remember that wicked political influence in PDP currently now will be determined at the end of the convention.
It's just like what Mr. Taiwo Odunlade is saying now. He says he disagrees with you, Mr. Chinedu, that Wike has nothing to do with Edo's problem.
You will see. Let me tell you, sir. As long as Wike has never officially moved to PDP, and recently you will discover that Wike and Obaseki are having a kind of, not the kind of politics Wike plays. He look for loopholes. And when he looked for that loopholes, he moved in, and before you know, he plays the game. Wike almost got the presidential ticket of PDP in the last election until Tampa stepped in. Wike is struggling now. How he's going to control PDP structure? So he cannot rule out Wike's influence in what Philip Shaibu was trying to do in Edo State. But unfortunately, the political strength of Obaseki, Godwin Obaseki, maybe he underrated. Any politician that's aligning with Wike at this point in time has to be very careful. Look at what is happening in Rivers State. So, please follow the trend very well. You might not be seeing it physically. They might not come out politically openly to start saying it. But some political analysts, public analysts, will be able to see the hand of Esau in what is happening.
Okay, yes. Finally, Mocky Great is asking that, do you think Edo PDP can win Edo State governorship with the way it stands
now?
Bros,
let me tell you. Edo na PDP.
And PDP is Edo.
From the beginning, say Edo no be Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? When they tell you Edo no be Lagos, means Edo is not an APC enclave.
With the influence of people like Oshiomhole.
No, I'm telling you, what happened in Abia State is going to repeat itself. Whether you like federal mind, it is the people that will decide. And today, people are celebrating the victory of Labour Party in Abia State. The same thing is going to repeat itself at the end of the day. If God can give us that grace, we have what it takes. Bros, there's nothing wrong, with bringing live coverage of political happenings in Edo State to our viewers here.
Live, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's very open. Let everybody see it from different perspectives. How it has been. See, he's a Yamo. Then when he came out under this, and the Obaseki came out. Do you know the kind of politics that we are playing that time? A lot of people were saying that they begin to dig the background of Godwin Obaseki. I'm sorry I'm taking your time.
No, you're not. You're not. People need to understand some of these things.
Yes, you
So please
understand.
explain.
So they begin to dig in deeply on how Obaseki, his background, his grandfather, who he is. Some people even claim that he's not a Benima, he's not from Edo State. And it was discovered that the reality is this, that his great-great-great-grandfather came from Anambra State. I'm saying it publicly. And Nzeyamu used it
Against him.
But because he has a broader political spread and strength, having been the one who financed Oshobole's election, he was able to, by the grace of God, step in. And for me, I don't think Obaseki, I'm not going to give him 100% performance, but I can give him up to 45%,
Which is not even good enough.
Yeah, I'm being honest to myself, you understand? But that does not mean that when we see someone who wants things, who is saying that whatever that is good for A is also good for B. So that's the fact as it stands now. And what we are saying is that Obaseki should, Philip Shaibu should know the right thing to do now. If you feel like moving to APC, it's free.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu. It's nice having you on the program this morning. Yes, sir. Please, let's have Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi. Yeah, you're welcome to the program this morning. Yes, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi. I tried calling you yesterday night to talk about some of the issues that was trending, to discuss at length. But this morning, as I came to the program, I heard what happened. Can you please explain to some of our audience from across the globe and greet them?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. So, yesterday, my phone was stolen. There I was charging it. So, the people, they took the advantage of the power outage. NEPA took lights. For the on generator, somebody has stolen my phone at the place where, as in like a viewing center where they are watching football. So yesterday, my phone was stolen yesterday. So that is why today as I'm standing there, there's nothing, my number cannot go. I've been trying the number, they've switched it off. So my number is not.
So this is one avenue to tell most of those people that have been getting your number from diaspora, who have been trying. I know a lot of people have been trying your number, that at this point your number cannot be reached.
Yes, cannot be reached. Since yesterday I've been trying the number. It's unreachable. That means when I've switched off the phone. And on my SIM, I put this SIM password. Maybe they have tried to open it. They will have broken it because it is of no use again.
It's of no use.
So the person
can access your SIM.
Yes, they can access my SIM. Yes.
It's only the phone that can be used.
Yes, that one they will have.
Do you think they can access your account?
Yes. Okay. That the person that stole my phone can access my account. No, cannot access because it's my SIM, and I don't even use I don't use app. I use this
use code.
GT Bank yes code. Yes. So since the SIM cannot be accessed, so nobody can access my bank something.
Okay, so all the people yesterday who one way or the other have said they want to support Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi personally, and I'm sure that you've been trying to get across to him, is because his phone has been stolen, and I'm sure that very soon that will be sorted, maybe with your support and the support of a lot of people. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi, let's go to the topic of the day. The Northerners have said they regret supporting Tinubu to become president in 2023.
Thanks for having me. So I start, like I always start with my favorite verse in the Bible. John 8 verse 32. Jesus says, "Shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." I spoke about yesterday. I love, because if you don't know where you are coming from, my father always tells me, you must know where you are going to. Let me start from history. Kesawiwa, he met the Banewi, Dim Odumego Juku in the prison. Good evening, sir. I said, no good evening. Good morning. So, other people, like I said yesterday, Good morning to all of you from the north. Do you understand? Muslim ticket. You see, I use myself as an example. My name is Rilwan, like you said. My father was, he's late, was an imam. I went to Arabic school. So till today, I can read the Quran, you understand? But now I'm a Christian. So what I'm trying to say is in Yoruba families, 90% of our families, we are Muslim. They are Muslim. Some of us are just Christians. That means to Yoruba people, religion does not matter. So that Muslim ticket that Tinubu used is only political. Now, Baba is running a Yoruba government. Not even a Yoruba, a Lagos government. Everybody in this financial sector, I said it yesterday, CBN Yoruba, FRS Yoruba, Custom Yoruba, Minister of Solid Minerals Yoruba, Lagos government, Yoruba government. And other people, the people of the north, they know. Under Buhari, Fulani government. I spoke about it too. Thank God. See, again for posterity, David is not here. David was that first guy that spoke. If not for David, I wouldn't be speaking here. It was David that made me start speaking to platform. I just come to that newspaper, I speak and I go. For more than 15 years, I've been saying the same thing. In Nigeria, there's Igbophobia.
What do you mean by that, Igbophobia?
The fear of the Igbo people, take it or you leave it. For the past 15 years, when I came to Ogba, I've been saying the same thing. And even my fellow, they gave me names of Igbo people. Somebody called me Obina, Chibuzo, Okonwo, all those names. But one of the platforms, another person gave me a name. He called me Chukwebuka. Okay, that one is an Igbo person. And I Googled the name. Chukwebuka means God is great. Oluwatobi. So now, Giliwa Olasu call me Chukwebuka. Are you no, see, no, I fear nobody. They know, no, okay, no. Everybody here knows that I'm obedient, right? You know. Now listen. Because of that Igbophobia, somebody owns an airline, an independent person, a private airline. Now, Nigeria wanted to go and play at the Nations Cup. You saw how they dress, no problem. Somebody has an airline. Now, let me give you an example. For those people that are abroad or that flies, Emirates airline, you see how they dress in their culture. Yes. I'm an Arsenal fan. At Arsenal Stadium, you see how Emirates people, how they dress. Qatar airline, you see they dress in their traditional something. Indian airline, then somebody that owns an airline from the east, he asked his cabin crew to dress in Isiagu. There was outcry. And I made that statement in one of the platforms. I said, on my birthday in July, I was born July 18. Messi Mandela July 18. Peter will be July 19. I'm going to dress in Isiagu. I said it. Yeah, it's not. You can get angry. That's your see. I told them here that I said now. I told someone. I said Buhari is speaking. People in the security architecture from the north. Chief of Army Staff under Buhari from the north. DSS from the north. DI from the north. I told that man. I said, if for example that in 2022 that if a Yoruba man enters, you don't know, then me as wanted to be so. But if that Yoruba man start picking people from the south west, what is he going to do? The man said he's going to speak out. Now I saw the man. I wish we were that place. I would have pointed that man to you. Now the man is not saying, you know me do this. That I'm happy with Tinubu. I said that is hypocrisy.
You should have asked why he's happy with Tinubu now.
My brother, he said Tinubu is doing the same thing that Buhari did. He said this because if Buhari ṣe fún wa, Tinubu not ṣe fún wọn.
Okay, you said the other tribes in Nigeria have Igbophobia. Why do you use the word Igbophobia? And why Igbophobia?
Everything Igbo, they are afraid. I'm not afraid.
Why?
Why should I be afraid?
No, why are they afraid?
I don't know. Because it seems after the war, now something happened in 2011. I supported Goodluck Jonathan and everything. Then my own uncle, he said this now. He said, if not that, we trust your mother. I'm from Abeokuta, I'm an Egba person. Our tradition would have said, my mother that I'm a bastard. My own brother. Then one day, I called him outside. People were outside. I said, now let us imagine something today. That's the end of it. That Yoruba fought civil war with Nigeria, like the Igbo people fought. Now Lagos is not Yoruba, but Lagos has airport and everything. That after the civil war, they now gave Yoruba £20 and they gave them. Now, in security architecture, you sideline them. To be the president of a country, they are sidelined. Chief of army staff, have you seen an Igbo man? When Jonathan tried it, when Jonathan tried it, you saw how people from the north came out and said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the north. That the man is trying to retaliate the civil war. Jonathan have to remove him. And I told him that now in Yoruba land, we all know it's a fact. Yoruba has the most professors. We have the most lawyers. It's a fact. The north have the most military people. They have the most civil servants, federal civil servants. It's a fact. In Nigeria today, the eastern people, they have the most businessmen, they have the most importers. There's no support in that place. And I told him that if Yorubas are facing what they are facing, will you be happy? My uncle, Otoloso, says I'm saying the truth. Then what is the problem?
Yes. The guy.
What is the problem? You can get see. I want somebody to say I'm lying. Everyone that has known me here for like how many years, I've been saying the same thing. One of the reasons why I support everything, apart from that, he has competence, capacity, character, and commitment, is that let the tripod, let it stand. The reason why Nigeria is not working today, you have removed one of the stand of the tripod intentionally. 3 tribes. When Buhari called Igbo people a dot, you saw how my people were very happy. I said, no, this is nonsense. You cannot call a major tribe in a nation a dot. You understand? There are 3 tribes they are standing. If you remove one, it cannot work. Nigeria is not working. It's not about prayer. It's not about prayer. It's not about fasting. It's about doing the right thing. Where there is no justice, equity, and fairness, there can't be peace and progress. You understand? Let me give you an example. If Super Eagles are playing, you don't care where they are from. In 2013, when we won the Nations Cup, we knew the players, we knew where they were from, but we all celebrated it. We knew where the coach. Yes, but when that comes to politics, you must put somebody that is incompetent and put somebody that is competent because from a major tribe, from a particular tribe in a nation. Do you understand? When they want to write unitary exams, the scores for a Yoruba man is different. It's higher. An Igbo man is higher. The north is lower. I'm telling you the fact. I don't lie.
Yes,
you now go to like public institutions to work. That person from the north, that have the lower mark, will now first be employed. And you are expecting that country to go forward. And again, in Nigeria, I laugh. In Nigeria, they called something. They said, for political reason, they said south. Somebody from Rivers State, an Igbo man, cannot come out and say, because of this tribal stuff, say I'm an Igbo man from Rivers State. I am Igbo, but I'm from the south. See this one. Have you ever heard about north before? There's nothing like south. It's a political arrangement. They are the old eastern region. I read history. Nobody you can't blame me. There's nothing like south is a political something. Is there not? Now, yes, these are the problem. Now, from Port Harcourt, you cannot say, you saw how Obi-Igbo, Onyi-Igbo in Nigeria.
Okay, let's
I don't want to.
On the final note, Mr. Taiwo Odula, this is something that Nigerian presidency is not turn by turn. You fight for it with right politics. Is it right with what he said?
No. God bless that man. Me, personally, sir, I don't believe in turn by turn politics. I believe in 4 things: competence, character, capacity, and commitment. If you don't have it,
they are all C's.
They are all C's, 4 C's. And that is the mantra of we, the obedience. And there's something I like about the PDP. I said it yesterday. Under the PDP, those ones, they understood the complexity of Nigeria. Even though there was, I'm talking about development, marginalization development. But look at Obasanjo. I said it for example. She picked Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala as a minister of finance. Today, that man is the head of World Organization. Yeah. Now, she picked Obasanjo. He picked Chukwuma Soludo, CBN governor. The man performed well. 2, the best ever NAFDAC chairman in Nigeria history. The man is late. Dr. Odo Akui, the professor, may I so rest in peace. Obasanjo picked him. Now, to that Yar'Adua continued. He picking people from different zones, fairness and justice. Now, Jonathan did the same thing. Akim Adesina that he picked today is the head of African Development Bank. Today, where are the Buhari ministers that they picked due to sentiment? Tell me one position that they have globally. Do you understand? So the PDP and the APC, those ones, they understood the complexity of Nigeria. They believe in fairness. They shared appointments. The APC, winner takes it all. Somebody from my zone. And I've always said this, Nigeria is a federal republic for now. Since there's no Biafra, since there's no Oduduwa, let everybody come together as one. Not a Fulani republic, not a Yoruba republic, not an Igbo republic. We are one. That's what I want.
Since you support that presidency in Nigeria is not turn by turn,
yes,
that it has to be played by the right politics.
Yes.
Now, are you saying the Igbos have not played the right politics? That's why they're not there.
The Igbos have played the right politics. The only tribe in Nigeria, I said it, that have been able to pick the right candidate or seemingly right candidate are the Igbos. In 1999, they supported Obasanjo. He tried. 2003, they supported Obasanjo. They are not tribalistic. In Obama. 2007, they supported Yar'Adua, a full animal. Yar'Adua did well. 2011, they supported Bulo Jonathan. Jonathan did well. 2015, they supported Jonathan again. Others, with the conspiracy, they supported Buhari. Did Buhari do well? Ask everybody on the streets.
Oh, so if it is not turn by turn, why did, according to Daisy Chima here,
yes,
why did Tinubu now use the slogan, Emilokon, like it's my turn?
That Emilokon, that guy is not a Yoruba person. They don't know the meaning of Emilokon.
Well, no, Emilokon, I'm Yoruba, you are
yes,
Yoruba. What
yes,
is the meaning of Emilokon?
Let me explain Emilokon. Emilokon means it is my turn of my family and my cronies, not the turn of Nigeria. When Labour Party wanted to do Emilokon, I was the first person on Twitter space. I said, no, Nigeria local. It is the turn of Nigerians to enjoy, not the turn of only one person and the family. Now, that Emilokon, now, who is enjoying that Emilokon? Is it not the family and the little cronies? Even the Yoruba that voted for him, they are the first people to shout Ebin power, to shout we are hungry in this nation. They know it. You can get angry. This one says, John Amos 32, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. You can only be free when you say the truth, and that is it. Yes. APC, they seem not to be ready for power. I said this. PDP, it seems that PDP, they are good to be in power. Maybe they are not good to be in opposition. APC, it seems they are only good to be in opposition. They are not good in power. That is the difference. The PDP were ready to govern. APC came. Obasanjo did not blame military for his failure. He came, he traveled all around the world. They claimed Nigeria's debt. Nigeria was growing. Jonathan did the same thing. They do the same thing. For 8 years, why you can only blame Jonathan? Did nothing. Tinubu's government came. They cannot do anything now. They are blaming Buhari. APC fighting APC. So this is the problem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi Chukwuebuka.
That's the name they gave
Yes, like we said before you leave, like we said earlier, Chukwuebuka Olasukomi Rilwan lost his phone yesterday, and I'm sure that a lot of you that have been asking for his number, that got his number yesterday, will have been trying one way or the other to talk to him, to get across to him. So please, we still crave your indulgence, we still crave your support. So please, yes, you can reach out to me. My number will be on the screen now. You can, any information you want to get across to Chukwuebuka Rilwan or Olasukomi, you can get across to me. Thank you very much, and it's nice having you on the program today. Yes, I have Mr. Kunle here with us this morning. Mr. Kunle, a lot of people yesterday said good morning and happy holidays to you.
Yeah, good morning. Please, can you pardon me to greet my special person? Yes, Sketo. I want to greet Sketo. I think he hosted us. He came back from London and he gave me a befitting, hosting. We went from party to party, and I really want to appreciate. And welcome back, Mr. Odunlade. I will really appreciate you as an elder. And how is your foundation going? We thank God for your life. Thank God for every one of you there.
Somebody reached out to me personally yesterday from the United Kingdom and said he was shocked that you are beginning to come to realism of the Nigerian factor, of what is happening in Nigeria. That I should say a very big thank you to you, at least for coming to understand with them what's happening in this present government. I said, yes, that's yesterday was your opinion on what you feel about the question that we asked. So that
I really appreciate the guy, and I want to say likewise that I'm not a fascist, I'm not a religious bigot, and when you bring bigotry to the platform here, I'll give it back to you, right? So that's me for you. And it's a situation where somebody that is trending towards bigotry and still accusing other person that is this, is that. I'm here, and I have a lot of people that criticize me because I'm Kunle. And we know people that criticize me. We know them. And they keep criticizing. I will still be who I am.
Yes,
it's not that I've changed my narrative that I'm not supporting Tinubu again. But governance, when there's a government in power, all you can do as a citizen is to engage them. It's not to abuse, not to insult, not to, I mean, let us show that we were well trained from home, that we were well trained, not being abusive, that can change the government, engage the government, call them out and tell them what you are doing, this is not the way it's supposed to be. Government too can even borrow leave from other average citizens. But our people, they just keep abusing this one, that one. Is this how they take, I mean, they rule, they involve in politics?
Okay,
you abuse all your supporters.
Okay, let's go to the topic of the day.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
go to the topic of the day.
For the topic.
Yes, we appreciate the federal government and Lagos State government for doing Third Mainland Bridge, making it very motorable, reconstruction and everything. There's a speed limit. There was an accident yesterday. Do you think it will not continue like this if the government do not take full charge of monitoring transporters on that road?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kadesh. I think the Lagos State government have been embarking on that already. Police patrol van on that Third Mainland Bridge. And what you just said now, I was in a gathering yesterday with one guy, DSS guy. He even said we were conversing. We were, conversing where having some get together, and he was telling us that even the security personnel that escorts all these government officials, they do go above the speed limits. And that Third Mainland Bridge is only someone that does not need his life any longer, or that is inviting death, that will be speeding on that. Because when you look at the left, you see Lagoon. When you look at the other side, you see Osa, right? So you have two beach, right, at each other lane. So for you to now say you want to overspeed, and that means you don't like yourself, and we need to keep advising them that instead of them committing suicide by throwing themselves into the lagoon, they should caution softly and remember that they have children at home, they have father at home, and they have mother at home. It's all about enlightening. The government will keep enlightening them.
Okay. That's just yes, in civilized world, even with all these speed limits and everything, we see police officers, we see traffic officers as strategic points.
Yes, you're right.
Where they control these people, where they try to enforce these laws. It will continue to happen if we don't have this.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Kadesh. What I still saying is, where is the place of CCTV in that place? Where is the place of CCTV? They tried it in Island Junction there, and it's working. Police don't need to run after you. If you break the traffic law, they will wait for you. One day you will come, you still pass through that road. You'll be thinking they've forgotten the offense you committed, and you pass through that road, this camera will capture you. And that is how they will be able to notice you, that you are an offender. It's not a rocket science. No, it's not a rocket science. It's happening already in Lagos. It's happening in on Island there. That Island Junction, you dare not drive anyhow there. You dare not. You will be caught. That's just it. You know, Nigerians, average Nigerians, we're a bit wayward. Let me just say it. We are a bit wayward, and we keep abusing our government. That if we get things right, we will come with a clean hand to challenge our government. I'm not saying what the governments are doing is good to us, because the suffering they are putting us is not good. But I can still tell you, my brother, when we see someone that is taking steps to reverse the mess that's been on ground, let's give him a chance. Where I was yesterday, when I say enlighten people from diverse region, even Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, everybody, for this Salah, we were there, and we were having a tit-tat conversation. And even diaspora people that came, they were saying, give this man a chance. You people, you Nigerians, why are you like this? It doesn't take, it takes a long time to clear debris of what has happened on the ground. There's a lot of debris on the ground.
Okay, somebody is asking that it's not that they've not given this man a chance. He said refineries will work by December, and it's not working. This is April. Haven't they given him enough chance? Do they need to continue to trust him on promises that he have been promising and failing?
Me, on top that refinery, I've been challenged several times.
They are still challenging you now.
I will still assume that I will accept the challenge. That refinery will still work. That refinery will still work. You that you don't believe in Nigeria, you don't even need to be asking for refinery. No, that's the point I want to make.
Yoruba has a proverb. They say, "Kasoro kababe ni yomi." When we let me translate it, please. He said, when you give your word and we meet it like that, that's the uniqueness of humans. Yes. So they are saying now that the president has assured them earlier that the refineries will work by December, and this is April. It has not started working, and nobody is talking about it.
Thank God you are a journalist. Who was in charge of petroleum ministry? Who is still in charge of the petroleum ministry?
We know. No, but the president is what we are talking about. He was the one who assured Nigerians.
He has to assure, because that is what the minister for petroleum, that is what he related to him. That the Pantani, is it Pantani or what's it called?
Yes.
Minister for petroleum, Pantani, right? That is what he related to him. That so thing, because that's his field. President cannot know everything. I myself, they said this is the time they are going to fix up the refinery, and I still believe that refinery is going to work. Either you like it or not, it will shame the enemies.
It is going to be useful for everyone
of us.
Sunday.
Yes, no,
but you see, what people are saying is that when you know it won't work at this time, why promise this time?
It's better to come late than never. Than never.
Exactly.
I mean, take a pill. Let them take a pill. Exactly. Let them take a pill, my brother. Yeah. You can't get. Rome was not built in a day.
Yes, but Rome was eventually built.
It was eventually a refinery. We eventually pump crude out. That refinery, it will eventually pump crude oil. I believe in refinery working, because when you know the beginning of that refinery issues, the deadlock refinery we have been having, I can tell you where all this origin of what's it called? This thing started. Turnaround maintenance. You know, we know who started. Emeka Ofo started turnaround of refinery through Ambassador government. Turnaround refinery. Emeka Ofo started it, and nothing was turning around. So I think they should swallow their pill. The refinery is still going to work. Nobody like the mess we are going through, and even now, that oil will soon become irrelevant. Because of what?
But before oil goes into oblivion, it is still an essential commodity for everybody in Nigeria.
But it's like a cost to us in this country.
No, why do you think it's a cost?
It's a cost to us.
Do you mean God's blessings is a cost?
It's a blessing, but we have turned it to cost on ourselves.
Who have turned it to cost?
It's successive governments that have been on ground. That is it. You have for refinery, no one is working. Have you seen where a butcher son is eating bone? Have you seen?
No, it depends on what the butcher son likes.
No, you can't like bone.
I like this kere.
But that's not pure bone. That's not pure bone.
Okay.
That's not pure bone. Okay. That's why I say it's a spell on this country. For refinery, no one is pumping crude out.
Okay, on the final note, I want to talk to Nigerians, especially as our president has admonished us to work in unity for the development of Nigeria in his yesterday's speech.
Okay, Mr. President, as you're the power
to Nigerians.
Okay, I think I have to start from the head. So,
no, he has spoken.
Oh, he has spoken.
You should talk to Nigerians.
Okay, Nigerians, believe in your country, where you have to had an input into the governance, good governance. Please be constructive, because you can't fight government, and you cannot carry anger to be abusing government, and you think things will change. You can sell your idea. The idea you have, either in diaspora you have, we don't just sit on the fence. Bring your idea, bring your initiative, sell it to government. Government is just there. The government welcomes idea. Government welcomes, good initiative. So it's not just abusing. Bring your initiative on ground and do something. I think I was watching one of these pedestrian TV this morning. This guy flew in from US to come and create peace awareness, that there must be peace on the land, and he lodged in Nikonuga with his crew. That is his own stake on the country, because if this country is scattered now, or they want to destroy, if they destroy this country today now, where will we go, Mr. Kadesh? Where are you going to end up? Where am I going to end up? So the people that never see anything good, they should change their mind. And if they want to be in government, politics is not about you have to bully before you get to power. Follow the terrain. Follow the terrain. And this man is saying, join the train. And when you join the train, it will be your turn likewise. As he claimed that Emilokon, it will be somebody else's turn from some other region, not from Yoruba region, not from Southwest region again. The power will shift, and power must always be changing hands.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kunle. Yes, Mr. Matthew, you're welcome to the program this morning, and also I'll say happy holidays to you. Let's digress a little before we come back to our major point. 91 still missing 10 years after. The pain remains raw. Chibok girls' parents write Tinubu's wife.
For me, I think it's quite unfortunate that all the successive government of Nigeria, right from that of Jonathan, Buhari, and now Tinubu, have failed those girls. Because it behoves on the government to protect life and property. It doesn't matter how you look at it. And when you do that, you are not doing anybody any favor. Rather, it behoves on you to do it. Because the constitution is unambiguous about the importance of security. It said the security of Nigerians and their welfare shall be the basis of governance, primary purpose of governance. So if Sambisa Forest is part of Nigeria's sovereignty territory, and you have hoodlums, call them Rakta, call them Boko Haram, call them non-state actors, whatever name you choose to call them, and for more than 4 or 5 years, they are holding innocent citizens captive.
It's more than that now. Chibok girls is.
So you can imagine
more than
the trauma.
Years. About 12 years.
You can imagine the trauma, molestation, abuse they would have subjected. They would have seen the worst. I must tell you, it's quite unfortunate. How can you not tell such people that you have a government in place? So then there's nothing. The government they know is Boko Haram. Even in most part of the country, like some part of Zamfara, some part of Southern Kaduna, the government they know is the non-state actors that is reigning supreme in those areas. You got land at the point that even in some part of Kaduna State, these what government called non-state actors are already collecting taxes from people. So for me, I must tell you that it's quite unfortunate. I feel their pains, I sympathize with them. But again, Tinubu need to do something about it because this is the government of the day. I must tell you.
Yes, thank you very much. APC have told Tribal that he should relax. APC is giving Tribal confidence that all these things that the PDP governor has done, they still recognize him as the Edo deputy governor.
They are going to make him.
They say we still recognize you as Edo deputy governor. APC assures Tribal.
I don't know who is speaking on behalf of APC, but I'm aware that before now, and Oshomole have told Shaibu that APC is not a rap center. An indication that he's not welcome to the party. However I look at it, I think Oshomole is still the most high-ranking APC member from Edo State. So when it comes to leadership, I think you give it to him. I mean leadership of APC in Edo State. So if somebody like Oshomole has spoken in that manner, I don't think Shaibu will have succor in APC. But personally, I'm not particularly happy with the way the guy was impeached. Because why, even if you say there is a gross misconduct of divulging
Personal information.
government information to the public. Why do you have to wait until the sharp difference between himself and his principal before starting the impeachment process? So it goes to show that the impeachment was purely political. The ground on which he was impeached was just a flimsy excuse, if you ask me. But however, I think Shaibu himself was not tactical enough. Because if he had evaluated the situation, he would have known that, yes, I have right to contest. Because he's alleging that because he contested, that is the reason all this is happening. Then after the contest, I understand that he declared himself the candidate of the party. I understand he conducted parallel congress where he emerged as a parallel candidate of the party in the state for the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Edo State. Then, I think at a point, he needed to understand that there is no way you can get the candidacy of PDP for that election in Edo State. Because we all know the power of a governor in the party structure. We all know that the party leadership of PDP will always give the structure of the party to the governor. And once you have the party structure, I mean the executive, the delegates, you determine how the voting pattern goes when it comes to primary. So I didn't see the basis of which Shaibu was fighting to become the candidate of PDP in Edo State for the purpose of that election.
Okay, one will say Shaibu has rights to be ambitious. He has every right as a Nigerian, as an Edo citizen, to be ambitious to become the governor of Edo State. Do you think, would you have advised that he left the party and go to a new party to look for his aspirations?
That would have been one of the options, though he didn't take that. Because from the beginning, it was clear that there's no way he can fly the flag of PDP for that election. So seeing that, something would have told him, he would have seen the handwriting on the wall. Because definitely, people will come from Abuja, from the National Secretariat to conduct the election, and when they come, they liaise with the state ESCO, and the state ESCO is a synergy with the governor. So I wonder what he was leveraging on to believe that he was going to clinch the candidacy of the party. So I think if he actually wanted to contest, though if he had left PDP for another party, that would have been another ground for impeachment. They would accuse him of anti-party, though not necessarily a legal ground to impeach him, but in a way, they would have found a way to get back at him. But for me, I'm of the view that this was not the right time for a Shaibu to throw his heart into the ring. I'm saying it because in every state, you have 3 senatorial districts. In Edo State, it's not different. The Edo South, where Obaseki hails from, have ruled for 16 years. If Obaseki completes 8 years, Edo South would have ruled for 16 years. The first one was the one Lucky Benedict ruled for 8 years. Now, if you go to Edo North, where a Shaibu hails from, Oshomole comes from that, so he has ruled for 8 years.
That means Oshomole and Obaseki, they are not from the same senatorial.
They are from the same senatorial district.
Okay.
It's on that basis I'm saying Edo Central, where I have the Isha, Uromi, Ubiaja, all those places, are the ones that have not ruled since this nascent democracy. So that's where equity fairness comes in. And it is on that basis that even APC itself zero their candidacy to Edo Central. PDP zero their candidacy to Edo Central because they know that that is the popular demand. So something would have told a Shaibu, yes, I have right to contest. In spite of my right, what is the popular demand? That would have shaped his thinking and ideology to decide whether to contest or not. Don't get it twisted. I'm not against his candidacy or rather his aspiration because it is his right to contest. But for me, if it was tactical enough, he would have realized that this is not the best time to throw his heart into the ring.
Okay, what do you think the future will be for somebody like Shaibu in Edo State?
Going forward, it depends on how he's able to manage the situation because currently, I think it's a may or ma situation. I've said it earlier on that the leader of APC in Edo State, Adams Oshomole, have told him that APC is not a rap center. And it's clear that PDP have rejected him by this singular move of the impeachment. So I think he's on his own, the way he stands. And if he's able to manage the situation well, he can come back under APC, depending on how he's able to maneuver and reconcile with people he may have offended in APC. He can still come back to PDP on a later date. And if he's coming now, he's going to be on his knee begging for forgiveness because of his actions and inaction and his the trajectory of his decision recently.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matthews. Now he's having you and your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
I think I should be the
Yes.
Good morning, Kola.
Let's have Mr. Ralph.
Yeah.
Mr. Ralph, what's that your full name again, please?
Oh, Rafael Mbechikwel. Rafael Mbechi.
Ingbe Chikwelu.
Mbechikwel, that's the full name. Then cut short Mbechi. That's God's time.
Ngbechi. Because
When God says yes,
nobody
it is
can
yes.
say no.
Then the shortcut Mbechi, that's when God agrees.
Yes. The major talk for today, the major thing we're talking about today is that the North have said they regret
Voting
Tinubu as president.
See, let me tell you, you see, North should cry and cry and cry and cry till the time what? Immemorial. Are you listening to me? It is what is good for the gander that is good for the goose. Is the North telling us that when they voted Buhari did not do what Tinubu is doing now? It's not coming out to tell the whole world that what they were benefiting during Buhari regime, they are no longer benefiting it. That's why they are crying and pointing accusing finger at Tinubu. Not that is claiming that Nigeria is for them. Not that is claiming that General Ejuruka is retaliating for Biafra when Ejuruka was prevailing on those terrorists. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Not it came out. Everything not do in Nigeria is outside life. Negative. Not negates unity of this country. Not negates good governance in this country. Not negates everything that is good in that house. House of what? Assembly. Because any good law that they want to make today, legislate in the house, do you know what North will do? They will vote against it. North is our problem. Those elders, they are all what? Witches and wizards. Call listen and listen good. Do you know that in those days, let me insert an example. In 1982, I wrote almost 30 aggregate to enter secondary school. 1982, listen up. Do you know that people that wrote 14, they score 14, score 13, score 16, score 12 in the North, they took all of them. Our cutoff mark was 20, 19, 18, 20 cutoff mark in Anambra State. We were the first people to attest to, participate in this 6-3-3-4 system. 6 years in the primary school. I listen to me. Yeah. 3 years in the junior secondary, 3 years in the senior secondary, and 4 years in the university. Now it started in 1988.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's when you finish in we finished in 1988.
But you are done class 5 before it happened.
No. I started in 1982. The cutoff mark was 18, 19, 20. I don't know what I understand. Yeah. While North is speaking 13, 14, 15. It is due to what this my Yoruba brother said that made me regurgitate this back in my memory. Thank you. They take below. Everything not come to Nigeria is to suck our blood. Parasites. And they're not afraid, they're not ashamed of themselves.
Okay, yes.
They feed on our blood. They are trying to tell us that Buhari is better than Tinubu. I'm not trying to promote Tinubu here because Buhari at regime is a continuation of Tinubu regime. No, Tinubu regime is a continuation of Buhari regime. So don't mind the North. Not elders. Not elders. See, what they are benefiting now from kidnapping, listen and listen good. By the time they bring kidnapping, that's bandits in the North down, you will see they will come up with many complaints. Because you don't tell me that Northern elders, elites, in their military, listen and listen good, police, which of course we see how Wadume was set free, Wadume that was killing soldiers, the military and police. Listen, all of them in the North, they are benefiting from bandits. Caller, might tell you something. Look at those bandits, look at their life. People that are cutting away billions, trillions, they still look so hard, putting on hard clothes, dirty people. Do you know why?
After operation, they go and meet their sponsors. Who are their sponsors? Northern Elders and Elis. And they give them come. If those bandits are using the kind of money that are making Nigeria out, they for all don't build duplex and migrate into where Middle East and go do their alakuba business there and make their money in gold and the diamond. See, today, they are working for those people. The kind of money Mamu and the rest, I thank God say Mamu was arrested in Cairo airport, on Cairo airport, a route to Iran. The kind of money Mamu, Garba Chehu, that one that was talking trash, when the bandits were, Boko Haram were killing farmers in the north, Sani Abi, what is that his name? See, let me tell you, the kind of money they are giving their boys is not enough. Had they been there feeding those boys well, giving them money well, let me tell you, they would have at least gotten the orientation that kidnapping, terrorizing people is not a good venture.
Yes,
it's no longer lucrative.
Garba Shehu in an interview recently said he said he likes what Tinubu is doing to Nigeria.
In what aspect?
Say he's praying for Tinubu that God should continue to be with him so that he can deal with Nigerians very well.
Thank you so much. That's from a sadist. A statement from a sadist.
Exactly.
A statement from sadist because, of course, you know that what you and I are passing through, going through, is bad. Maybe this is this Salah period, Abi. Though we are not Muslim, but you know the time of Salah in those days, that at least we have our Muslim brothers will say, come to my house, come to my this. Today, how far? How far? Some of them are limping like gazelles. They cannot walk well. We find out that it is written on everybody's faces. Tinubu is not doing well. And the Garba, what do you call it? Garba Chehu is happy with Tinubu. Yes. A plate of food in Lagos is now 1,500 with Anu. If they put feet, you are going to pay 1,500. Listen to me. 1,500.
Okay, these elders from the north, they are just elders. They do not speak for the totality of the people in the north.
Thank you so much. See,
so it's just these elders that maybe one way or the other have been feeding fat on irregularities.
Anomalies happening in the north.
In the anomalies that has been happening.
In the north.
But they do not represent a strong percentage of the north. So the strong percentage in the north still supports Tinubu with what he's doing.
Yes. See what I'm saying now. Yeah? See, you see that north, you see. All those elites, stakeholders, those people that are voicing out, listen and listen good. The reason why they are shouting, threatening Tinubu, you know why? The kind of benefits they were receiving during their time. That's when I say their time, I mean Buhari time. It is no longer what's available. They are not getting it anymore. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
The real elite that went to school, the real elite that knows the problem in the north, they don't like Tinubu, let us say the truth. The real elite in the north that represent Nigeria well, people like Sanusi, listen and listen good, you see that Sanusi? People like Hassan Matu Kuka, Bishop of Kaduna, Sokoto Diocese. Many of them.
The same bishop has been in a lot of committees, even during Buhari's government, that a lot of Nigerians complained bitterly about.
No, he's saying the truth. Hassan Kuka.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he was in a lot of committees.
Yes.
Now he's still criticizing this.
Tinubu, Buhari, see, Babangida, Abacha, Abdul Salam, Obasanjo, Hassan Kuka came out boldly and criticized all of them. I knew him right from 1991 when Babangida was in power. Hassan Kuka, oh my God, a dogged critic. See, Babangida killed most of his critics in the 90s. This man bombarded Babangida until Babangida bowed out October, I think, or August 1993. Yeah. August 1993. Babangida bowed out. Are you listening to me? Yeah. He's a fearless man of God. So what I'm saying is that when they are not benefiting what they were benefiting, all those benefits that were going to them during Buhari regime, now they are singing and dancing up and down. These people, I don't know what they have with shamelessness.
So do you think Tinubu will have done business as usual continue with giving them what is given, or face the Nigerian nation as a whole?
Thank you so much. What I mean now is that now that Tinubu is punishing everybody as that who said it?
Why do you use the word punish?
Punishing, yeah. Serious punishment. Oh my God, where am I going to start? You think I will come here and come and polish truth?
No, I am asking why you are using the word
Tinubu is
punish.
using spike. Buhari used scorpion. Tinubu has come with spikes. Into pitching everybody. See, they are not happy with him because what they expected from him is not what they are seeing now. Why are they complaining? Why didn't they complain during Buhari regime? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Why are they not following Buhari bomber to bomber, telling Buhari what's up, what he's not doing, and what he should do? Now that Tinubu come, because Tinubu is from South, they are trying to crucify him. See, they are all bed of same feather. The same regime of Buhari is Tinubu's regime. The same thing. Excuse. Ahmed Saraki is the reason why we didn't perform.
Who is Ahmed Saraki?
Ahmed Saraki, the former Senate president.
No, Bukola.
Bukola Saraki, Bukola Ahmed Saraki. No, the middle name is Ahmed. Do you know what? The middle name is Ahmed. See, Tinubu, Buhari, Yemi Osibanjo, all those cabals, they say it was Ahmed Saraki that stopped Buhari from
Abubakar Saraki.
Yes,
yeah.
That first tenure. Do you know what? It was a renewed hope. When they ousted him, they fought him to the level that they used DSS to kill Ahmed Saraki. Now they forget in time. The man escaped. He played along, he deceived the DSS, and they spared his life. He escaped from death. Then after that, they made sure that Ahmed Saraki did not come the second time. Oga, during the second time, Nigerians suffered worse what they saw. What they went through during the regime time of Ahmed Saraki. Are you listening to me? Ahmed Saraki, is he the senior
Bukola Saraki, that's his name. He's not Ahmed.
Yes, Bukola Ahmed Saraki.
He's not Ahmed.
Okay. See, let me tell you, that one, bygone, is bygone. And everybody knows what I mean when I say Saraki.
There are a lot of Sarakis. So
yes, there are many Sarakis. So let me tell you, see, Bukola Saraki, is he the problem now? Is he still in the house? Is Bukola Saraki the state senator that is stopping Buhari from Tinubu from doing what he's supposed to do? Look at the refinery. We were deceived last year, December. We are deceived to the level that somebody here tell us, he was painting everybody, Nigerians in diaspora. Don't worry. Whoa. This thing must work. It must work. See, listen and listen good. Why didn't he work? Why is he not working till today? That's why if you come up with any question here, asking me about Tinubu, whether I have anything against him, I don't have anything against Tinubu. What I'm against is what Tinubu is doing. Tinubu is promoting, one, indecency, dishonesty, injustice. Oga, if I use the word, there are other words. If I use it here, you won't like it.
In short, I wouldn't like you.
You won't like it. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Because we will not accept.
Do you know why? Do you know what Tinubu did to Obi? I have general question here. What Tinubu did to Obi? If any one of us here, something like that, if you do it to you, can you be happy? I just want to hear from you. What Tinubu did to Obi was that it was like somebody, they gave me this thing. I hold this. Someone come, jack it up. And the whole police, the whole justices in Nigeria, judges ranging from Attorney General, CGN, Ariwola, said bear justice. He supported, and with all his colleagues in the house, they gave it to the person that forcefully stole somebody's thing. You know my question? If an armed robber struck today, sorry, it can't happen. To one of the new generation banks, and during operation, they injured and killed many. If it happened that they arrested them, can the same judges that turn justice upside down for Tinubu turn justice upside down for those armed robbers? See, if condemn those armed robbers is a sin of the highest order. Because in Nigeria, where you do whatever you like, the court is going to support you. Because maybe you have people in the high places, or maybe because you have money. What happens to be has divided Nigeria the more. And that's why anytime I come or try to speak in any other social media platform, I will say the best thing for Igbo man is to think about Biafra and forget Nigeria. Nigeria is for Fulani, Nigeria is for Yoruba, Nigeria is for Hausa. There's no way we are one Nigeria. No, I reject it in Jesus' name. It can never be for me. Okay? If you know the time I was born,
you'll find out that the kind of blood my mom used bomb me is not a
It's
blood
different
that,
from the
no,
regular
it's,
one.
yes, it's not a blood that can see something that is bad and do it like this. No, we don't turn truth upside down. I listen to me. He started running an illegal government, and we have been happy and beating drum last year. Tinubu returned this mandate. You are running an illegal government, and you have seen what that former Cross River State government said. Donald Duke, I think, was this his name? One fine Cross River State governor said. Thank you, Donald Duke. He said, when you are running an illegal government, you should be very careful because it won't carry people along. There are people that hate injustice, and they can never join you, at least to make or to run an inclusive government that will favor everybody. People just turn their back. Some people say, well, he has started. Let us give him space. We have given him space today. And look at where he is. Captain our ship, the ship that is carrying the whole Nigerians. We are sinking. Nigerian ship is sinking in the high sea. And I don't think if it does, there will be any more rescue. That's why I said, Igbo man should think about home. It doesn't favor us here. What we are here is for business transaction. After transacting our business, we should all face the Eastern Hemisphere, Southeast.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ralph. You have said so many things with your analysis,
yes,
and a lot of people disagree totally with your
God,
analysis.
I allow critics.
Because you cannot say critics. Because so person won in some part of Nigeria, he won. Yes,
Odunlade Taiwo is one of them.
No, it's not. It's not.
Listen and listen
it's
good.
not.
Oga,
you can check the comment.
If you check the comment section, 95% of people on comment section like justice. Some of them flew into Nigeria
all of them
to
like
vote
justice.
for Obi.
All of them like justice.
All of them. Somebody is there. We know them. Okay? We always see them. Okay? Some of them in diaspora.
They have rights to their opinion.
There are some opinions that doesn't supposed to count.
Court of jurisdiction, competent jurisdiction, has said
it's not competent. That court is not competent. Court of incompetent jurisdiction.
The Supreme Court has said that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the elected president of Nigeria.
See, I remove it through what sneezing. See, Oga, that court of competent jurisdiction is a court of incompetent jurisdiction, proven by the whole heavens and the earth. What happened that day? The sun actually could not have given its light, and the moon would have gone down black. Total eclipse. As a result of that judgment. It is bad. It is bad. It was a prevaricated judgment. Yes, so prevaricated. Google it. Painting lies as if it is true. Highly repudiated. Go to Google again. It is when you start, painting what is bad as if it is good. Prevaricated judgment.
But with the way it is
not
now,
current. It's not so apparent.
But with the way it is now,
it's not apparent.
There's nothing that can be done about
that judgment. Wasn't apparent.
The only thing I think we can do now is to prepare for 2027.
2027. If you ask me, if anybody that went to the poll and won election and somebody used his money and sees it, what you do is what? Enter your closet, in your inner room, think and think twice. If I come back again, he gave out in billions. Is he not coming out this time, 2027, in trillion? And nobody in Nigeria that will receive trillion and not be double standard. See, let me tell you, Obi waiting for 2027. Raf says he's waiting for himself and people that will vote for him. As you see me, I'm thinking towards Biafra actualization because I know that I don't gain anything here. Anything about Igbo man negates what Nigeria stands for. So, which is why I will never, ever be looking forward for 2027 to go and suffer myself on the sun as I did last year, February 2023, on 25th.
Thank you.
So, Kola, I'm thinking going what?
The Afran way. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Ralph. And I say a very big thank you to all our reviewers today. They've spoken well from Mr. Chinedu to Mr. Felix Osage, Mr. David, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Ralph, and who else? We had so much of them. Mr. Kuletu was here. And They spoke extensively on their opinion on the Nigerian situation. Please, we still want to crave your indulgence. All those that have been chatting with us, that have been commenting in the diaspora, we will not allow a lot of vulgar words in our comments. We should respect one another. And if we're not particularly comfortable with somebody's comment on yours, it would assure you that all those will be handled. But you see, two wrongs don't make a right. When somebody abuses you and you use abuse back, it's not that you are. It's not that if you don't abuse them back, you are a fool. It's not that you are gentle. It's not that you don't know what to say. It's not that you're a coward. But we assure you, assuredly, we'll make sure that there's always an end to this matter. Please, for those that have been offended one way or the other, and those that are offending one person or another, please, let's shift words. Let's be careful in all our comments. Thank you very much, Mr. Udeze Chima, Jane Ogo, Taiwo Odulade Ucheji, Moki Great, Udeze Chima, like I said, Ucheji, Jane Ogo, Romero Ray, Amechi Nwachuku, for all your contributions this morning. And we also crave your indulgence again for Mr. Real One, Olasukomi Chukwebuka, who we announced earlier that he has lost his phone. And if you need to talk to him or ask him one or two questions, you can also reach him through the number of one of our crew on Flip TV that is on the comment section now. We thank you very much, and we say happy holidays to all of us from across the globe. I know a lot of people in the diaspora may not have holidays today, but in Nigeria, we're still enjoying the holiday. Thank you very much. My name is Kolade Folarin Kadesh Prince. Hope to see you next time for another exciting edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. Bye for now.